For many students, graduation is a big step into the real world, but with that step comes the challenge of managing money. At St. Monica's College of Education, final year students are being introduced to budgeting, a tool to help them balance income, savings and expenses. Finance Officer Isaac Osekwating told the students that monitoring where money goes helps to identify needs, wants and long-term goals.
Having gotten their first paycheck, how they can maneuver or meander their way through so that they can be financially independent. But if they are able to get some of these things, orientation earlier, it really helps them so that they will know at the end of the day what is expected of them. But we give them how they can prepare their budgets. I mean, we wanted to be a personalized budget where they pick their estimates and their estimate in terms of revenue and expenditure, and I've told them their level, because right from here their level will be level 16, which roughly they can get a basic salary plus the teachers retention premium for hovering around 4,009. So when the statutory deductions also are being taken off, that is the SNET as well as the tax, they will get a net of some of these things.
Students were also taught the 50-30-20 rule, where 50% of income goes to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings or debt.
We're telling them, as to having gotten this money, where they think they can invest, they have to also save. But the point is that at the end of the day, I told them that investment is better, because you can go by the formula, which is the 50-30-20, which is the 50 for the necessities and the 30 for discretionary spending, of which where you have opportunity to kind of do some of the expenditure, which will also add up to your savings. The last one is the 20%, which is savings. So we're telling them that because of inflations and other issues, when you save, it will just be wiped up. So we're telling them to develop some investment culture where there will be a fixed amount being deducted, so they can instruct their bankers to do what we call automatic deduction, which is direct debit.
So initially, I used to spend without a budget. I used to spend without thinking about what to use some of the money for. But with today's lesson on the 50-30-20 strategy, I've learned to prioritize my needs, and then I have learned to save some.
Initially, I didn't know much about networking, but now I've got to know the importance of networking, how to connect with people, and how it will help me in the nearby future, because the world is all about networking. I used to save less and spend more, and I used to even give money to my friends to spend lavishly, but I got to know that I should save to invest, and investment is very, very good.
I've got to know that as a female facilitator, you have to compete with the outside world. You don't have to be stuck at a particular place. Explore different opportunities. Get contact with the outside world. You shouldn't let marriage be your stopping point. You shouldn't let childbearing be your stopping point, but rather excel and get to the higher grounds.
The annual seminar is organized by the Social Science Department of the college to prepare students for life outside the lecture hall. Head of Department Bosco Abuaji says the testimonies of past students encourage them to continue.
Because of what we did last year, I can confidently say that most of our students have had opportunities to travel outside to study on scholarship, not just going there to hustle, but most of them are on scholarship. And as the head of the department, we've been writing recommendation letters for them, because once we introduce them to these programs, they become aware of what to do and what not to do, especially when we want to travel outside.
Holding the seminar for them is just to prepare them for the world outside school. How they're going to work, how they're going to spend their money, how they're going to live in communities or places that they've never been before. One of the speakers spoke about how they manage their resources, save whatever. It will be surprising to know that somebody may go pick her salary and would spend everything within a day or two.
The seminar also touches on topics like marriage and career opportunities, reminding students that beyond the lecture hall, financial literacy and planning are key to survival. A report by Mohammed Nurudeen.
Question.